Hello. This is an unedited LuuLuu moment. I don't think this one's going to be as long as some of my unedited LuuLuus, but it's just some stuff that I was thinking about. So, I don't know, we all get this way, toward the end of the year. You start thinking about the new year, get a little introspective and things. And so I was thinking about how I'm planning on approaching this year, these channels and stuff, because I love doing it. But I also am at this time and space where I'm going, okay, you need to really be more pragmatic, thoughtful, whatever you want to call, because it happens. I overspend. We all overspend. And I'm not here to be that preachy chick saying, oh my God, you can't overspend, you can't do this. No. But I also want to really dig into the things I have. Not saying I ain't gonna buy, because that's a fucking lie. Not saying that I'm going to be, talking about I'm overwhelmed, because I'm really not. But what I do see is I have an excessive nature. I get excessive on things, and I am now really putting in the time to use things. So I think this year, when it comes down to my channel, I'm going to, spend more time on products and then come back with some thoughts about it. Because I have a tendency to buy a lot of stuff. I'll get like in my head, I'll get in this mode and I'll be in a mood for certain type of products and I'll just buy them and I'll be buying them and I'll be buying them. And then I buy them and that's it. Am I the only one who does this? And I'll just use the things I usually use. Can y'all hear Kari? Kari mad because he ain't getting his way. He'll be all right. He will be fine. Man, this lighting's making me look I'm looking a little youthful today. I'm feeling a little youthful today. Okay, but anyway, let's just go back to what I was saying. But anyway, you know, because there's no reason why I'm not giving you all just so much interesting content. Not just talking about the things that are in the big bottles, but the things that people send me to try, the skincare that I buy, the body care that I try, the where am I at doing some crazy shit? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I'm going to be vlogging and doing all that, because that's just not my style. But when it comes down to like what I do within my home, because I know people love to watch vlogs and everything, and I commend people who can do it, but I think I'm at that age where it's just really hard for me to do it, because that's not the times that I grew up in. And so we didn't think pull out a camera and film it for posterity. We were, you in the moment kicking it, okay, have a good time. And so, but I feel myself like I want to share other things, or that are part of what I'm doing. So, but let me be honest with y'all. There's a perfection that happens on YouTube and things like that, where, because I was looking at somebody in passing in their kitchen and they were pulling out cookies or whatever, and I was thinking, my shit don't look like that. Now I know it was all set up and everything, but I live in a house now with 2 kids, babies, and we got a lot of shit that we about to, we're getting rid of, and we're trying to like really manage and get the house together. And I'm just not there. My house isn't that big. I'm making decisions that will work for me now, but might not be, permanent. Um, I don't I need to, like, spend some time decorating, things like that. So, if y'all want to see things that I buy to decorate as I get more into it or try to do a little more, fine. But real talk, I'm trying to work with the things I have and just, and incorporate them and make them work and all this stuff. Like, I have a lot of art, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm putting it all. I have pictures for my family that I want to put up, just all kind of stuff like that. And I think, but here's the problem with all of that. I am no good at filming that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to try to figure out how to film that stuff better. And to be quite honest, because I be watching people and I be like, look how cute they look. But I'm girl, honey, I got all this ass, I got all these thighs. I commend people who put it all out there. I'm just not there yet. And so that's another challenge that I face. I'm just being real, is like putting my whole body out there, because I be like, look at all them rolls, look at that. And I'm trying to be back to being that positive person about myself. But honey, when them rolls be showing, you be like, so that's another thing. I'm honest enough to say that um, I am I'm a little, I'm self-conscious about my size. I wish I was one of those people who was very super confident about it. But no, I'm not. And I think because I have gained weight, and then I gained weight during the pandemic, and I haven't been in that space where I'm like, oh, let me go walk, let me go do this. I'm kind of feeling that way though. I think 2023 will get me back into that, because I really am feeling that, oh my God, I got to do something. Sorry, I just thought about something. So I'm starting to feel that way. And then I'm getting settled into my house. And the reason why I say that is because this happened so quickly. It was such a, whirlwind. And to be honest, just real talk, I'm house rich but cash poor right now, because it took a lot, and getting in here and moving things in, and I've gotten rid of things and now I got to replace them. And we got a house, and now the house is good, no real problems, and we do have a warranty on it, but you still house rich, cash poor. And I have, we all, listen, sometimes it's like payday is about getting groceries and pay the bills, but not after that. Gotta slow it down, sis. And so I am, but I also, and I've been watching things, right? And so as I said before, I just will not be that person who chases fragrances, the newest skincare, the newest makeup anymore. And so with that, I have to be honest with myself that I might not be as interesting to some. That's number one. And then on top of it, I gotta be real with y'all. Bath and Body Works gets you views. It really does. It gets views, but I feel myself feeling like, now you're going to slow down, because honestly, they starting to smell, a lot of them smelling alike to me. So I'm not trying to become a Bath and Body Works channel, like making that a significant portion of my channel, because I'm going to get bored with them. So, I'm still going to buy, but I know that I don't see that. I don't ever see myself being so into them that I can give really good content about it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can tell you what I like and what I use, but I'm now not gonna, like, they had some new stuff come out. I was like, yeah, whatever. And I didn't buy anything during the body care day when everybody's like, oh my God, buy this, buy this, buy this. I was like, it's not that serious. And so I am pushing myself back into that it's not that serious stage, but still enjoying the things I have and sharing the things I have. And not everything I have is brand new. So I struggle, because sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna tell them about this because it's not like it's something new. But I also have to remember that even though it's not new, that doesn't mean that people don't want to hear about it, because maybe they don't know about it. Um, because what happens is that we get when you're a content creator, especially when you're doing things like this, you always are chasing the new, because that's what people tell you, stay on top of what's trending and everything. But the reality is that not everybody who comes on here knows about enough about these things to know that this is the new. Maybe something that's still around and good, they can be like, wow, it'll be new to them. And so I'm I am looking at it from that perspective now again, and saying, okay, so, and I think by doing that, I'll have more enjoyment. not that I don't enjoy it now, but I don't want to get to this point where I'm like stressing about it or feeling like I'm not doing what the YouTube thing. And it's so interesting because the content that I put out is usually based on just what I feel like doing. But in the back of my mind, I always think, yeah, but this isn't really the YouTube way. And even though I say fuck YouTube, the fuck YouTube way, I still feel like perhaps if I did more of the YouTube way, I would become a more popular channel, um, and then be able to afford some of the shit I want to get. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Because yes, I get a little coin from YouTube every month, but if I was more popular, my coin would be a little bit higher, which then would mean that I spend that shit anyway. But it's and so when I think of it like that, I want you to remember that when you call people sellouts. I want you to remember that when you talk about people and how they're doing whatever they're doing. They're just trying to afford and continue to do this kind of thing because it's expensive. And so in order to make it make sense, you got to make some money off of it. So how do you do that? You kiss some ass. You go, hey, I'm gonna do this for because I'm trying to, I want to keep doing it, but it's costing me a lot. Or and that's just the honest truth about it. Or just to say that I'm getting to this point where brands are talking to me or whatever, and that's a high. Let's just be honest, that's a high. Now, for me, I struggle with that because I know I'm ignorant, and I know that it would be hard for me to say something that wasn't true to me. Like, if I don't like some shit, I'm going to tell you. And we've gotten into this space, and I'm just being honest, we've gotten into this space where it used to be the creators were in control. But now we're in a space where all these creators have allowed the brands to be in control again. And the reason why I say that is because now so many people are willing to do so much for so little. Not understanding that these brands are getting over because we are advertising for them all the time. Every time I pick up some Bath and Body Works and say, hey, this is good, if somebody buys it because they heard me, I have helped Bath and Body Works bottom line, and they ain't paying me a damn thing. So in order to get free bottles of perfume, and if you're willing to play nice because for those free bottles of perfume without getting paid cash, no money has changed hands, then you make it difficult for other people. Because the reality is that those bottles don't cost them that much. So if they want you to talk about them, and they need to be willing to be okay with some people saying that it ain't the greatest. Because when you do that, it makes it more honest, and people will then believe those people more, right? So if you allow, as a brand, if you send your stuff out to people and someone says it didn't smell that good, I just didn't like it because this and the other, and you continue to send it to that person, people, the people watching will then say, okay, that brand has integrity, because they're okay with somebody saying that wasn't that good, but hey, maybe this will be good. You know what I'm saying? And I think we've lost that because now it comes off so much that people are trying to hold on to their, or get free bottles, or hold on to the companies, wanting to, collaborate with them, when all they're doing is getting free advertisement from you by giving you that free bottle. It's just a space we're in. And so if you're a creator watching this, please don't do that. Understand that it's more important that you say, if you don't like something, you don't like it. And if that brand doesn't appreciate it, so there'll be other brands, or you'll grow in a different way and you'll be able to make the money in a different way, or you'll get the bottles from someplace else and whatever. But you don't have to kiss ass because we should have some power in this, and we don't anymore. So yeah, that's all I was thinking about. That went off on a tangent. I apologize. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this up. I'll think about it in a few. If you see it and you see this at the end, you go, well, bitch, you did. Well, ho, you did post it up. I did. Um, because that was in my head, and every once in a while I like to throw out what's in my head to you all. All right, y'all. This is an unedited LuuLuu during Perfumas. All right, talk to you later. Plus, you know what? I really didn't feel like filming because look at this hair.